Welcome back to In Charge, Life with an Electric Vehicle for our next EV adventure. I'm your host, Raven Hernandez. Throughout this series, we'll be busting myths and learning about the benefits of electric transportation as I road trip across the Tennessee Valley. In our last episode, we spent the day with influencer and mommy blogger Sarah Jade and her two boys in the Tesla Model Y at the U.S. Space and Rocket Center in Huntsville, Alabama, where we learned all about battery power and range. Today, we're in this 2019 Chevy Bolt. Since EVs have been available to the mass market for over a decade now, there are a lot of great choices in the used market for those who are looking to save money. In fact, this 2019 model will run you around $20,000 used. I'm on my way to meet our next guest, David Fish from Local Motors in Knoxville, Tennessee, to learn about how driving an EV can benefit our local community. Let's hit the road.
OnStar ready.
Navigate to Local Motors, Knoxville, Tennessee. Hey, David, nice to meet you.
Pleasure's all mine. Welcome to Local Motors.
I'm excited to be here.
Well, come on in.
Let's do it. Wow, there are a lot of toys here. This is so cool.
Definitely a little bit different from your standard factory.
Yeah, so what do you do exactly here at Local Motors?
Local Motors is a ground mobility company. We actually build vehicles. We've started with many different iterations, and we've kind of landed on the Ollie.
Oh, cool. I'd love to see the Ollie. Do you have one?
I've got a prototype sitting over here on the showroom floor. I'd love to show you.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so here she is, the Ollie.
Yeah,
cool.
This is one of our prototypes, our Ollie conference room. So we get in there every once in a while and take our calls.
Very cool. And what makes the Ollie so special?
So not only is the Ollie an EV vehicle, but it's also an autonomous vehicle that can drive itself, as well as a 3D printed vehicle. So you're standing inside of our production micro factory. You can hear some of the production actually happening behind the line today.
Wow, it's cool that this micro factory here in Knoxville is building the tech of the future.
We like to think so too.
Hey, I've got a couple special guests that I'd like to introduce you to. Let's hop in my Chevy Bolt and go to downtown Knoxville.
Sounds like a great plan.
You've been here for a while, right?
I have.
Have you seen a lot of changes, especially like in the tech space happening in Knoxville?
Man, there are so many changes happening in Knoxville currently. We've grown in more infrastructure around the area as far as charging stations. We've grown in sales as well for the electric vehicles that are coming out. So the market's been rapidly changing.
I mean, you can even see that with the charging infrastructure. There's over 100 charging stations here in Knoxville. And when you charge here in the valley, that energy is actually being produced here in the valley. So it's very circular in that sense, which is great for the economy.
Absolutely.
I know you're a Knoxville native. Tell me where we're at right now.
Well, I'd like to welcome you to Market Square. Some of our local restaurants as well as shopping areas are located in the square. My family and I actually like to enjoy some concerts they do here on those in summertime.
Oh, fun. Well, and actually we're meeting our special guest here, so let's go say hey.
Sounds like a plan.
Mayor Jacobs, how are you doing?
Hey, good, Raven. How are you?
It's great to see you.
You
I
too.
think you know my guest, David Fish.
Good
Great to see you again.
Let's go sit and talk. And I'm excited to learn more about your passion around electric vehicles. Where does that passion come from?
Innovation is what's driving the global economy, and electric vehicles and autonomous vehicles as well play a huge part of that. We're already huge in the automotive space, so I think that transitioning into electric vehicles or actually bringing electrical vehicles into that sector of the economy is just a natural progression. That's something that if we can get ahead of the curve here, if we can have a company like Local Motors and some of the other companies that they're actually attracting and have a hub built around EV and autonomous vehicles, man, that would just mean spectacular things for our economy, locally and regionally and statewide. So I'm really excited about the future and what companies like Local Motors are going to bring to the table for Knox County, for East Tennessee.
Thank you for championing this. As a business owner in the EV space, we need leaders like you, and we appreciate it.
Well, thank you. This is super exciting. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your time in Knox County.
Thanks, Mayor.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Mayor Indya Kincannon.
Nice to meet you, Raven Hernandez.
David Fish.
Welcome to my outdoor office.
Wow, I'm a bit jealous, right?
Yeah, for real.
This is gorgeous. So I've gotten to talk to others here in Knoxville about electric transportation and vehicles. What's going on in your office that's exciting?
Well, I'm really excited about our push for electric vehicles, in part because look at this beautiful natural surrounding we have. We're expanding our EV infrastructure, and it's all free for people who live here and our visitors. We're going to double the number of charging stations in the next year.
Wow, that's amazing. Maybe the Ollie can charge at some of those
I
stations.
was about to say, that's really exciting to hear that she's such a proponent of getting something like this EV set up in the city of Knoxville. So we appreciate it greatly.
We've got another stop, so we're gonna head out, but thank you so much for your time today, Mayor.
Okay, well, enjoy the rest of your time in Knoxville.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Okay, David, I've got one last surprise for you today.
Okay.
So since the local economy includes everyone, let's see what the average person knows about electric vehicles.
Let's do it.
Okay.
All right.
Do you guys know what we're talking about? You have no idea? No idea. So I'm gonna start with a riddle. Name something that charges while you sleep, you can turn it off, and it's hard to roll over.
A dog?
A dog? It charges while you sleep?
He charges while we sleep.
Cell phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or an electric vehicle.
No, absolutely. That would be extremely hard to turn over.
Yeah, it would.
How often do you have to change the oil of your electric vehicle?
30,000 miles?
There is no oil.
There's no oil. It was a trick question. It was a trick question.
How many public chargers are there in the city of Knoxville?
150.
Final answer?
Sure.
Okay, 176. Hey! Yeah! That's pretty good. David, thanks so much for showing me around local motor today and exploring downtown Knoxville.
Absolutely. The pleasure was all mine.
And I know you've got a need for speed, so you're gonna need to check out our next episode.
Of course, I'll make sure to do so.
And to learn more about electric vehicles, visit energyright.com/EV. Let's hit the road.